ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to snot coming out my nostril. No, another driving vlog. I'm over here now. I used to be over there, but now I'm over here, trying out some new things. Some new mounting situations in the car. Also, it's probably in the frame, but I'm trying out some different microphone situations as well. I used to just clip the lav mic to like the seatbelt or myself. I have it now dangling from down above, from up above, off my sun visor. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I've had to deal with a lot of just background noise. I know, Susan. I'm taking directions at the same time as recording this vlog. But, yeah, hopefully this is working out all right. And if it isn't, too bad. It took me a long time to set this up. GoPros have 10,000 different, 2,000 different mounts and, little angle doodads and grabbers and tripods. But never the ones you'll need. Never the ones you need. You've got 6,000 of this thing, but it doesn't do this portrait or landscape orientation. It would only put the camera in portrait orientation, and it's annoying, I say. It's annoying, I doth declare. But yeah, we're doing another one of these driving vlogs because it's Monday. Because it is Monday the 5th of March, and tomorrow, Tuesday the 6th, is the 7-year anniversary of my first Minecraft Let's Play YouTube video, Farlands or Bust Episode 1, and I actually did a very similar driving vlog last year to mark the 6th anniversary, and I'm gonna miss my left turn here. Alright, that's fine. Alternate route! And yeah, it was a much different, I'm taking Juno. Juno's back there. I'm taking Juno to our favorite dog park. And of course, the moment I set off, it starts to sprinkle. It starts to sprinkle on the dinkles. So we might be getting a little bit moisturized when we get there, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, a year ago, I recorded a video in Phoenix because I was in the midst of packing and moving from Phoenix to up here, Washington, to the Seattle area, and looking back at that video, it seems like I was really positive and really looking forward to everything, when in reality, in my mind, I was losing my mind. Maybe not losing my mind, that's probably a bit extreme, but I had already lost it. It had already been lost, and yeah, looking back at that video, I was, not to say that I am constantly putting on a facade, as some people say. Nobody says that, but you, in that, oh, everything's fine, this is a great idea, I meant to do this entirely. It wasn't reflective of how I was actually feeling inside. Panic, anxiety, not sleeping, not eating, doing everything myself because I'm a stubborn boob, and it's an interesting video to go back and look at and be like, that's not at all how things were in my head. So I'm doing a different one right now, and things couldn't be worse. No, yeah, things are better. I was still very unsure about moving here to Seattle, and I don't feel like 100% like sure. Like, I certainly don't think that where I'm at right now is where I want to grow roots, settle down, and live the rest of my days in the Seattle area. But I'm doing okay with where I'm at. I could say I'm happy with where I'm at. I could also say I'm comfortable with where I'm at. That doesn't mean sometime in the near or even distant future I have other plans or want to move other places. I recently just, being it's the 1-year anniversary of moving out here, I recently renewed my lease at the place I'm renting for another year. It was an easy decision to make because they didn't change the rent. They didn't raise the rent or anything, which is kind of a rare thing in the Seattle area. So that's good. So I'm staying at the place. Maybe next year.
Continue for 4 miles.
Oh, that guy behind me is crazy. I was going through a yellow light. Well, if anybody gets the ticket, it'll be him. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh yeah, maybe next year. There's certainly different areas I'm looking at that now that I've lived here and I've like visited or gone different places that seem something I would like, and also a little bit more affordable. I kind of, when I moved out here, I kind of chose a place I didn't want to get too far away. I'm not living in Seattle, but I didn't want to get too far away from like the hub, Seattle, and the airport and stuff. And now that I'm here, I'm kind of like, I could honestly kind of branch out a little bit more if I wanted to, all the way far north into the what's it called, Mount Vernon area seems very nice. And because it is further away from Seattle, I might be able to actually like afford renting an actual house, or at least like a duplex or something with like a yard for Juno. Alternately, further northeast, there's kind of an area. It's by a lake, Stevens Lake, Lake Stevens. It's a suburby place. That's actually not close at all. But it's actually, that is actually near, I'm always driving through there on my way to go to a lot of the places I like to hike out in the mountains further east. That place seems nice. There's also the islands. There's like Whidbey Island and all the islands that you have to kind of take a ferry to get to. That would be interesting. That would be truly kind of not secluded, but living out there. I'm just wondering if it's too secluded. Like there's no like Target to run to, or there's no like, there's maybe only one grocery store, like a Safeway or something. That might be a bit too, it'd be interesting. There's some interesting places, and certainly you're out by the water, surrounded by water, you're on an island. But yeah, that might be a little bit too much of a stretch. But who knows? Who knows what the year holds? Just a year ago, I was still living in Phoenix, and that's a crazy concept for me to wrap my head around, to be honest with you. There are things I miss about Phoenix, certainly. The weather. It's been doing this weird raining, cloudy jazz forever here in Seattle. And it would be nice to instead have the Phoenix winters. But yeah, I mean, not enough to say that I regret moving here or anything like that. So I'm pleased. There's a word. I don't know if I'm like super duper happy, good mood, awesome, fun times. Kurt being super duper happy, awesome, fun times? Unheard of. Balderdash, I say. But I'm pleased. I'm pleased with where I'm at. Certainly having Juno, to be honest. Ever since I got Juno, that significantly helped that out, just to have a purpose, like kind of a point, a routine, even though I'm pretty shit still at being in a routine. But yeah, just to have it certainly, it's a dog, and I certainly still feel like I need human interaction, but it's like there is some level of interaction there, and there's a constant there, as opposed to just an empty house, and just depending on streaming and making videos and stuff as a means of staying stimulated, I guess. And at the same time, I have to work to keep her stimulated, which is why I'm going out to this dog park instead of just doing a normal walk. I'm kind of getting bored. Of the normal walks just around our neighborhood. Pretty much done all the routes, seen all the houses and all the views and the trees and the various trash cans to throw away dog poop. I've been there, done that. So it's always nice to get out to try different places, and that's kind of what I've been doing. A lot of my time has been spent driving to places so that I can walk Juno. A lot of the times they end up being just like, oh, it's just like a different neighborhood to walk in or a path. It's not really hiking per se, but sometimes we find what we seem to like this dog park. Though I'm still trying to work on getting Juno familiar with other dogs. She doesn't get aggressive. She just growls, and then that turns the dogs off. And one of the people I met at the dog park last time was like, maybe that's the way she plays, or she thinks she's playing. Maybe she didn't grow up around other puppies, so she's like excited to meet these other dogs. She's always wanting to sniff other dogs. And then when she like agrees with them, she's like, okay, let's play. But her let's play is, is the growling. And then the other dogs are like, all right, you don't like me. And then Juno is like, well, whatever. But it also seems like she likes to have a personal bubble. Like she likes sniffing, getting all up in the butts of the other dogs. But once that dog tries to do the same to her, that's when she like tends to react. And again, not aggressively, not even, certainly no bites, not even like showing teeth or anything, just a growl and kind of like a kind of a snaps her head to face the dog, and then that like, okay, the dog, if it's a good dog and knows when to take a hint, kind of just backs off. So we'll see. Ooh, okay, downhill braking. So we'll see, and we're actually pulling up there right now. So yeah,
69th Avenue Southeast, Snow-Polish Cascade Road.
Indeed, we are pulling up to the drive here. I want to say thank you everybody for your support this past year to get me, even though I know that's not y'all's jobs. It's not your responsibility to get me where I currently am, but what you've done has enabled me to get where I currently am in this state of being pleased, and I hope to continue that, and thank you for your patience for the far lands are bust speed bumps for waiting for far lands are bust. I still haven't recorded it. It's Monday. I'm taking Juno to this dog park. We're going to be here for like an hour. It's going to take another half hour to get back home. I still haven't recorded it, and it's almost 2 p.m. because I had a hell of a time trying to find all the right doodads and screw bobs for this GoPro, and then I lost my microphone, which Lord knows if it's actually working in this configuration right now. And then the guy from the water company happened to be there, and we're trying to figure out what's wrong with my water bill. Why is it so high and consistently high? So anyway, I'm perpetually late for everything, but hopefully not perpetually late for Far Lands or Bust. We'll get back, we'll record that episode, we'll announce the new charity, which by the time you see this video, it'll probably already be out. So hopefully, I'm looking forward to the reactions, and I don't see why any of them would be negative, but I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody thinks about the new goal and charity and all that fun stuff. And looking forward to getting back to streaming, more frequent Far Lands are busting. But for now, where are we, Juno? I guess I gotta turn off the car. Yeah, that's the signal. Where are we? Are we at the dog park? Are we at the dog park? Juno, are we at the dog park? Where are we? You a good girl? Juno, what's up here? Good girl, good girl. I try to keep you from not doing that, and now I've just encouraged it. All right, well, I'm here and talking to myself in a parking lot. So before people start giving me weird looks, and before Juno freaks out, I'm going to go. And once again, thank you very much for everything. And I will see you next time. Indeed. Watch this. This is professional. I'm actually going to I know. I'm exhausted too. I'm going to walk out, and it's going to seem like this is where we stop talking, but I'm actually going to come back and then turn off the movie magic.